good.
Where do you want them?
Would it be possible to move that way a little bit?
No. Because now we're getting the Red Rock truck sign.
Oh, yeah, I have. Do we not? We don't want Red Rock,
Well,
right?
he said everything
Right,
in
so
front
how-
of the truck. Which is just the
Yeah.
pallet.
So I would say maybe back there.
One, getting the
Getting
stuff
them
I'm
out.
allowed
Just trump it.
to. It's against his face.
It's covering most of it for me. So
What's that?
I'm ready.
okay, we're rolling. Tell us your name and spell it, please.
You can look down the center, sir.
Okay.
Look it right there.
Wayne Parrish, WayneParrish, Austin Fire Department Division Chief.
Chief, tell us what time did the call come down and what did first responders find when they got here?
So approximately 1:31 this afternoon, we got a 911 call of a fire at 9807 Brown Lane, which is the location of the Red Rock Recycling. When our crews got here, they found several cardboard bales on fire. Being a recycling facility, they had lots of cardboard, plastic, other recycled materials in their yard area, which had caught fire. Our crews started applying water from the outside, using one of our deck guns, and then also with hand lines to extinguish the fire. There were no employee injuries. We did have one firefighter treated and transported for heat-related injury. At the time, right now, the cause is still under investigation. It falls within, it's in Travis County, so the Travis County Fire Marshal is responsible for doing the fire cause investigation.
Do you want to talk about the heat and how you guys prepare for it? Do you guys take like salt supplements like athletes would? What do you do?
To prepare for the heat, what we do is we just reinforce every day when we come to work, is we reinforce hydrate, drink plenty of water, which extends into our off time as well, because it does take a while to keep your body hydrated. It takes more than just coming to work and drinking a lot of water. You have to do it continuously, so we always push the issue of hydration. We do have a rehab trailer that we brought out today that has air conditioning in it and also has some electrolyte drinks that we provided for the firefighters. EMS, Austin Travis County EMS, responded to this scene as well, and they provided hydration for us, cooling towels, and assisted us in our rehab function.
Chief, did they fight the fire offensively, defensively? How long did it take to get the flames out?
I would say it was a defensive posture for us. Being an exterior fire, we're not having to make entry into a building, and that's kind of a breakover point for us of whether we're going to be, if we go offensive, defensive. So being an exterior fire, it'd be a defensive posture. We're going to maintain our safety, use our hose lines to extinguish the fires from a distance, and time for extinguishment, I'm not sure on that time.
Chief, any special circumstances with all the available fuel, the pallets, the cardboard? I mean, any special circumstances that firefighters had to do in order to keep this from spreading?
Yeah, the way that it was configured when they got here was stacked really close together, and so I'll give credit to the employees here. They used their forklifts and stuff to separate the bales to help us in our fire attack. We did have some water supply challenges with this because of our hydrants were located a good distance away from us. We had to lay about, one line was about 2,000 feet of hose from a hydrant. One hydrant was low pressure, so we had to get into a second hydrant. But once we got that, those 2 hydrants established, we had ample water supply to fight the fire. Our crews did a fantastic job of putting cutoff lines in place to keep the fire from extending to the building and to some of their 18-wheeler trailers that they have in back with some supplies in that.
When you report that those hydrants aren't functioning or have low pressure, does that get reported and fixed? Do you have engineers that get to work on it as soon as they can, or is that a lengthy process?
If it is
In other words,
maintenance,
you're going to report it, and somebody's going to try to fix it, right?
Well, the issue, the hydrants, the physical hydrant itself is functioning properly as it should. The issue that we had with one of the hydrants was low water pressure, and that could be due to the main lines coming out of what's supplying this area, what size of mains are in the ground, and that we don't have control over, and that takes infrastructure improvement for that. We did reach out to the Austin Water Department to see if they could boost pressure in this area to help us with that, overcome that low water pressure. That does take a little bit of time for that to happen, but we were able to get a second hydrant established that had water pressure that combined together, it provided the water supply that we needed.
Does that mean the other 2 hydrants weren't part of that other main line, or were they also part of that same line?
I'm going to say they're going to come off as separate main lines because of the distance that they were nowhere near close to each other.
Any problems with hot spots, sir, or anything outside the property? We were informed that a brush truck was requested. Did that come to pass? Did you use a brush truck?
A brush truck came just to make sure that we didn't have, because with cardboard it does put off a lot of embers. So we did have a brush truck patrolling the wooded area surrounding the building here, and I don't think they found any spot fire that came from an ember from that. So we were doing that as precautionary, and we had no fire resulting from that.
Do you know any other information about the injured firefighter, or just that person was transported?
Yeah, the person was treated. Austin Travis County EMS treated them on scene, and then transported for precautionary reasons.
What was the initial cause of injury?
Heat exposure. Due to, we're getting into the 100-degree weather days, and just the PPE that we wear is not forgiving, so we generate a lot of body heat. When you have elevated temperatures outside, it just adds more to that heat exposure that we can suffer from. So.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, Chief, how many units responded? About how many firefighters do you think total that responded to this afternoon?
So the initial alarm was a box alarm for us, which was 4 engines, 3 aerial trucks, 2 rescues, 1 rescue truck, and 3 battalion chiefs. When they got here, because we knew of our elevated temperatures and our water supply was going to require lengthy hose lays, we requested an additional light box alarm for us, which would be additional 3 engines and an aerial truck. I'd have to do the math for the firefighters.
You'll be releasing the cause of the fire after an investigation?
Yes. Once Travis County Fire Marshal arrives on scene, we will get with them and come up with a determination.
Any additional crews staying around for hot spots through the night, or any other precautions?
So the employees, I think, are still back there trying to break apart some of the cardboard bales, and we're going to have a unit standing by for about another 2 hours as they're breaking apart those bales. So if they uncover a hot spot or a little ember inside that bale, we'll be able to extinguish that ember.
Seen this type of fire before, Chief? Any kind of a surprise for you, or is it to be expected with pallets like this laying around?
This is not our first one to have this very similar like this. It's pallets and cardboard is how they have them bundled, is a high fire load, and when they get to burning for whatever reason, It does come a challenge with those bales to extinguish them because they're so tightly packed that you got to break them apart to get to the embers that might be inside. And there's our region.
Anything else, Chief, you want to talk about or that you want to mention?
I don't think so.
Good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you.